Hi, it's Jay Thornton with American Gymnast, and this is one of the questions submitted through our Ask American Gymnast section by Justin, and he asks, what is the most effective exercise you know or have used with students in order to develop an L-sit or straddle L press to handstand? So I thought a great way to answer this would be to use our Gymnastics on Demand player, and if you haven't seen this, you can go to gymnasticsondemand.com. But from here, we'll look at the press, and we have it listed under floor exercise, strength skills, and there's kind of two parts to his question, the straddle press and then pressing from an L-sit or straddle L position. So let's start with the press first. And one good drill is doing the press against the wall. So the gymnast, it prevents the gymnast from plunging during the pressing motion, and gives them something to push against as they're trying to get their hips to come up over their head.
Until the gymnast develops the strength and skill to control the required amount of forward shoulder lean to straddle press up, resting the upper back on the wall helps to develop some aspects of the skill. Observe how the legs widen sideways to go up on top of the arms, instead of moving backwards away from the support.
Okay, so that's one good drill. Another good one is doing the press. If they're still learning the press and having trouble getting their hips over their head, it's good to maybe use a panel mat and have them stand on the panel mat.
If some gymnasts still have problems pressing from a low folded mat, they may begin learning the skill from a bigger folded mat, and as they get better, unfold the mat progressively. To reach for the floor, the gymnast...
So you get the idea there. Obviously you can make the mat smaller
beginning the
as they
straddle
get stronger.
press from a higher surface allows the gymnast to place the hips higher up on the arm support, which helps to build some of the strength needed to press up.
And then eventually the press to handstand.
Basic straddle presses begin with the legs just slightly wider than the hips, the hands placed down close to shoulder width, and not too far away in front of the feet.
Now, pressing from the straddle L is a little bit more difficult, quite a bit more difficult actually, but here's a great drill for learning the endo
Gymnasts
position.
can practice this drill during warm-up or physical preparation to begin building some of the strength and technique required to master the endo roll to handstand. Heels should not touch the floor throughout the entire set.
So that's a great exercise. It develops the hip flexor strength that the gymnast is going to need to be able to keep their legs up in the straddle L position. It's a great way to develop that straddle L press, doing those rock and roll drills back and forth. So from there, once they're able to hold that straddle L position, really I think doing the press with a spot is the best way, because it keeps the gymnast using the proper technique, making sure that they don't plunge forward. The coach is able to keep their shoulders, keep the gymnast's shoulders from leaning forward, as you'll see in this video here.
Can perform several endo presses in a row. They can start to build some of the required strength, training endo series with help. In one of the basic ways to assist, the spotter switches hands each time from the hamstring to the front to help with correcting the...
So you can see the late Roberto Pompito there, the coach, spotting this girl, and he's able to keep her shoulders directly over her hands, bring her hips directly up over her shoulders, and then let her complete the straddle press to handstand. It's a great way to just get a bunch of numbers in on doing those presses over and over. So Justin, hopefully that gives you some ideas of drills you can use. We appreciate the question, and since we chose yours as one to answer in our video blog, we're going to email you a $20 off coupon that you can use in your next purchase at the American Gymnast online store. And if anybody else has any great ideas on straddle press handstand training, feel free to post your comments in our blog below. And you can submit your questions to askamericangymnast.com. I'm Jay Thornton, and we'll see you again soon.